The Bears are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it at the 30. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane. The 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives them some breathing room. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mids up there and catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Bears! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Thompson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Simmons. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
to the ground with the back. Runs for the tackle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Buying some time. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down run. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the lone running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Bears have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quick pass on the jet motion. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Singleton. He's not make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few 1st downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
going with the counter play here. There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the